Hello viewers, Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my channel Learn English with Hamid. Before we start our lesson, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Like this video as well. Yes, like it now and share it with your friends. And as a gift, I'm going to teach you sailing idioms. What are sailing idioms, you might think? Well, I'm going to explain that to you. Let's start. Yes, sailing refers to the act of traveling on water or in ship or a boat. And what are idioms? Well, idioms are a combination of words, and the individual meanings convey a different meaning, but when we combine these words, the collection of word as a whole has a different meaning. So idioms are words or expressions whose meaning is different from the meaning of individual words. For example, the idiom is "let the cat out of the bag." So the meaning of this idiom is to reveal a secret by mistake. Now you see, in the meaning, there is nothing about the cat and there is nothing about the bag. So that is what an idiom is. But that's not our idiom for today. Today's idioms are about sailing idioms. So what are sailing idioms? Well, sailing idioms are idioms or phrases or expressions that use concepts from sailing. And these idioms describe situations or experiences of sailors or other crew people. So these idioms are often draw on the experiences of sailors, yes, I have written here, and the unique challenges and circumstances of sailing to convey meaning and other situations. So let's start. So I'm going to teach you 17 sailing idioms today. Yes, different expressions from sailing. 17. And this may be part 1. Maybe there is a part 2 as well. Let's start. So the first idiom is smooth sailing. And that's a very common expression. Smooth sailing means a situation where there is easy progress without not much of a problem. And there are example sentences as well. So the first sentence is, yes, it's sailing idioms, but the first sentence, example sentences from the field of cricket. So this lesson is a combination of sailing and cricket, let's say. Not entirely. So after a shaky start, the batsman found his rhythm and played a smooth sailing innings. And what happened? He hit several boundaries and leading his team to victory. An example sentence. So smooth sailing means easy progress without much of a problem. I'm trying to make learning English a smooth sailing for you. I'm trying. The second one is to weather the storm. And it means to overcome a difficulty. The example sentence is from the field of politics. For example, in the midst of scandal, the politician weathered the storm. The politician overcame the problems he was facing by remaining steadfast, like persistent and consistent in his commitment to transparency and accountability. So the politician weathered the storm in a steadfast manner, in a consistent manner. The second sailing expression. The third one is set sail. I think this should have been the first one. Set sail means to start an activity. So we have started this activity. I'm teaching you sailing idioms. I have set sail. So set sail is the act of embarking on a journey, starting a journey, or maybe a new adventure. So maybe you have set sail and you're learning English. Yes, you are if you're watching this video. So I wish you best of luck. The example sentence, after months of planning, it's time to set sail on a new business venture. An example from business. So this lesson is a combination of sailing and business and politics and academics. So the person, there is an imaginary person after a few months of planning. It's time to set sail on a new business venture, and see where it takes us. Third sailing idiom. Moving on, the fourth sailing idiom is to miss the boat. So to miss the boat means to miss an opportunity. In some languages they say to miss the bus, which has the same meaning. So there is a student, for example, or a candidate, and he or she says, I should have applied for that job. Now the deadline is over. I had the chance initially, but now it's too late and I've missed the boat. No problem. Better luck next time. The fifth sailing idiom is all hands on deck. Yes, an interesting expression. And it means everybody needs to work together to contribute to a cause. For example, we have a big event coming up and there is a lot of work to do. A lot of work needs to be done. So we need all hands on deck to make sure that everything is ready on time. Moving on, the sixth sailing expression is a rising tide lifts all boats. Yeah, this is also a nice expression. It means improvement in one field will benefit everyone. The example sentence is, the new government policy will benefit the entire society, and thus a rising tide lifts all boats. And which tense is used in this expression, by the way? Yes, tell me in the comment section. Yes, the tense used is the present simple tense. A rising tide lifts all boats. Moving on, the seventh expression is on an even keel. So on an even keel means the situation is steady or stable. It's like a ship, for example. So in the middle there is a section is called keel, and if the keel is fine, the ship is fine. If the keel is not okay, there are problems. So after some initial turbulence, problems, the new team management has been able to get the company back on its keel, and there are no problems now. And now the company is making profit, for example. The eighth expression, also a very common one, to show someone the ropes. And here ropes means skill or technique. Just like, for example, I am a captain, I have a new crew member. So I teach him the ropes, like I teach him how to use the ropes as part of his or her job, for example. So to show somebody the ropes means to explain or to teach someone some skill, especially to a new person. So for example, someone says, I'm new to this job and I'm not sure what to do. Can you teach me the ropes? Yes, I can. Okay, the next one is, the wind is in your sails. The wind is in your sails. It means you're making good progress towards your goal and the conditions are favorable for you to achieve a task. And the explanation given, the example sentence is, things have been going really well for me recently. I feel like the wind is in my sails and I'm making great progress towards my career goals. Towards my career goals. The next expression is to sail through something. It means to achieve a task successfully. Like, for example, you're learning English. I am helping you. So you're setting sail. You're sailing through this process of learning English. This sail through something means to complete a task or activity with ease, without problems. Example sentences, she's a very skilled pianist, plays the piano, and she was able to sail through her piano recital without ease and without making many mistakes. She sailed through her performance, for example. The 11th idiom is to batten down the hatches. And that means it refers to the act of securing something before a storm or difficult situation arrives or comes up. An example sentence, we heard a hurricane is coming, so we need to batten down the hatches and prepare for the worst. So it's like, be ready, a difficult situation is coming. The next one, very common, in the same boat. In the same boat means to be in a difficult situation. So, for example, we are both struggling with the same project and we're in the same boat. The 13th one is to throw caution to the wind. It refers to taking a risk or being reckless. For example, I decided to throw caution to the wind and go skydiving for the first time. It means to be careless, kind of careless, or to take risks. The 14th sailing idiom is dead in the water. Yes, dead in the water refers to a situation where progress has come to a halt, like progress has stopped. After the company's biggest client theft, the project was dead in water. And the last three idioms, The 15th one is calm before the storm. Kind of words, the first and the last words rhyme as well. It means a period of peace and quiet before a period of intense activity, or maybe difficulty or chaos. So we are all enjoying this beautiful weather now. Yes, beautiful weather now. But the forecast predicts a big storm coming tomorrow. It is definitely the calm before the storm, like a difficult situation before a calm situation before a difficult situation. The 16th one is jump ship. So like for example, you're on a ship, there is some problem, you jump the ship, like you leave a difficult situation. So it's leave something such as a project or job or relationship or a plan because it's failing or something is becoming too difficult. So example sentences: after months of frustration and little progress, she decided to jump ship and join another company. It usually refers to, usually we use this expression to talk about an employee who is leaving an organization, for example, if the organization is not doing well. Or maybe if your country is not doing well, so you jump ship and you leave the country. To take helm. So to take helm means to take control of a situation. And the example sentence is: after the CEO resigned, the new executive director had to take the helm and lead the company through the challenging times. And that's it. 17 sailing idioms. I hope you found them useful. So tell me in the comment section, how was this video? There are more sailing idioms we could do. Should we do part 2 to this series? Tell me. And that's it. See you. Come back for more great lessons.